So, our next story is very interesting. I'm going to have a take that I don't think people are going to be happy about. But before I
Really?
do, Tristan,
I might as well.
Tristan, have you heard about the controversy surrounding some of this Sonic the Hedgehog leaked, quote unquote, art that has come out of Sonic's depiction in the new movie that is titled Sonic the Hedgehog Takes Your Nightmares? Have you. No, I mean, this very avant garde take. No.
Gotta dream
Have you.
fast.
Jesus Christ. Sonic the Hedgehog crosses over with Freddy Krueger. No, but have you heard about the
Sonic the
controversy?
Kruger?
Sonic the Krueger.
Freddy the Hedgehog?
Krueger the Hedgehog. Have
There
you
you go.
seen? Have you actually heard about some of these? These
I
controversies?
feel like I may have, but
Because you've seen the
refresh my
pictures.
memory.
Okay, so people saw this, and in my opinion, didn't know any of the like the discussion behind it, and they said
Right.
it was an abomination, and this is why the Sonic the Hedgehog movie is gonna bomb, and this is the worst. And I'm
Oh,
like,
okay.
no, no,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
This
I've heard
movie is
that.
going to bomb because of this plot summary that I've heard this
Right.
far. It's not gonna bomb because of his design.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah, I mean, I
I don't.
think for me, the silhouette image of him like kneeling, I was like, I don't know about that
That
one. But like
was
I'm
yeah.
assuming the newer image that we've seen now with him totally lit up, like, yeah, the eyes don't seem quite right, but
But
like,
you know what the problem is, Tristan? The
yeah,
problem is that this was leaked. Okay, so the official website of advertising agency Hamagami slash Carol Inc. briefly hosted a branding deck for Paramount Pictures' upcoming Sonic the Hedgehog film. And it showed the design of what the character seemingly would be, although, of course, the page is no longer accessible, obviously. But the page did not indicate that this was the final design for the character. So
right,
these could these could easily be like works like, oh hey, we could do something like this, what do you think? Like, these could be not final pieces of artwork. These were not officially released by Paramount. If this was
okay,
officially released by Paramount, then I'd kind of understand why some people are like, oh, that looks disgusting, right? But I'm never going to see this, and this is the worst edition of Sonic ever, yada yada. But here's the thing. But people are saying that, and I'm not saying people can't say that they don't like it. Of course you can, right? Say it down below. That's totally fine, right? In the comment section. But the thing is, people were talking about this like it was official, like how we talked about those rumors of Dragon Ball Super coming back in July, right? We talked about
right,
that earlier in the podcast. Those are just rumors. And so at this point, we don't know if this is the official design. It does kind of mirror some stuff that we've seen previously, some other leaked images that we saw of like earlier versions of Sonic that they tried to bring to live action. It kind of looks
right,
like that a little bit. But still, as far as we know, this is not the official version of Sonic.
yeah,
That's the thing. So, like, we like there are quotes from executive producer Tim Miller and producer Neil Moritz talking about like the character's shoes and the Sonic's fur, like, but they're not actually in relation to this
the
image.
image itself, right,
Yes. So as far as we know, the image itself was like Paramount could have been like, well, that's an abomination. Let's not use it. And they're not using it. We don't know. All
right,
we've seen is this silhouette, which, by the way, is 100 times worse than
right,
this.
exactly, right. That's
Yeah.
what I was feeling like too, like.
Yeah.
Picture actually feels, I'm like, you know what, that kind of feels a bit more like Sonic, like as a live action adaptation. I could buy it.
Mm-hmm. So
With
that's,
the silhouette
yeah,
poster was the one that was like, oh man, because like it really highlights like how human his legs look,
in a
and
creepy
his body
fashion.
doesn't seem as like as cartoony as when you see it in this image from like the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that
Look,
weirded me out.
yeah, I'm not saying I have no problem with this. Obviously, it's a little odd, right?
Yeah, at
But,
first glance, the eyes
mm-hmm,
kind of threw me off. I'm like,
yeah.
mm, all
But
right,
I think looking at him like this, the reason why I'm okay with it compared to like Will Smith when they showed like that small teaser of Aladdin where he was moving around and
right.
he was all blue and stuff like that. Because first of all, we haven't seen Sonic in motion yet, so to be fair, it could
That
also look
too.
terrifying. But
That's true.
at this
Yeah,
point, looking at his proportions, some people would say that they're human, but they're not really looking at, like, if this version is plopped into a movie, he's not going to look quote unquote real. But they try to smooth out Will Smith as Genie when he was like humanoid-esque to look as human as possible, and then that was kind of odd to me. But if you use these proportions with this kind of hairstyle and everything, he would just look like a Pokemon from Detective Pikachu in the real world. And personally, I don't think all of them are that bad. Some of them are a little odd, yes, but all of them are not that bad. So I don't know. I'm not I'm not as angry or frustrated or or like calling the movie a complete failure over this as much as a lot of people I've seen online, because I saw a lot of people online when this first came out saying like this is the end of the Sonic live action movie, and I'm like, no, right. The end when we heard he was like a teenager with attitude like a fucking Power Ranger, I think that was the end for me. Like, right. It wasn't this design. Like, right. If this design was immaculate, I don't think it would make everyone be like, well, this movie's going to have to be great. Like, I don't think so.
Right.
So, Tristan, anything else you want to say about this? Because I've ranted on. Anything else you want to say about him?
No, I mean, I've said it before when we were talking about the announcement for the movie and stuff like that. I'm not the hugest Sonic fan, but I also don't dislike Sonic.
Right.
Do love Crush 40 though.
Who does not?
But yeah, seeing this, it doesn't. Yeah, with the lights on, Sonic doesn't look as horrifying as he does in the dark.
Hey, Sonic baby, let's keep the lights on, okay?
Oh God! Oh, what have you done?
What have you done?
That's it. It's over. Everything's over. Cut it. End it. Bye.